Enough talk, dance for us, boy. No, that's on the members stream. Thank you for the $10. I've already read that. Boxing has been fun, added mix to UFC this year. Fun added mix to UFC. Yeah, boxing's had its moments this year, dude. And it's had its MMA fighters of boxing, like Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is the MMA fighter of boxing. I truly think that as well. He's the guy that represents MMA on the world stage in boxing. Australia back in the day. Thank you for the $10, Liam C. Dustin has underrated knees in the pocket. As you pointed out, he was setting him up against Gaethje. Islam often dips his head down on a pretty straight line when looking for a single. But it's a very quick shot that he takes. He doesn't really run through the single leg, like trying to sort of rally to their legs. I know what you mean, though. He could knee him in the face because he shoots a takedown. It's a pretty generic take. I would argue, yeah, that Dustin's knees up the middle. Chat, yes or no? Dustin Poirier's knees up the middle are him like attempting body kicks and high kicks, but he can't do it. Am I wrong in saying that? He doesn't throw knees, really. Like him throwing those, you know, when you see a knee land on like Gaethje as he's covered up, it's like him trying to use a body kick or a head kick and it just comes up way up the middle and he ends up landing with his knee because he can't rotate his hip. Exactly, yeah. Ali Shukri knows about his injury. He can't actually rotate his hip because he had a hip injury that pulled him out of the Nate Diaz fight a long time ago, if you remember. He's got old man hips. He's had a hip replacement. People, dude. Dustin Poirier's had a hip replacement, guys. He's not beating Islam Makhachev. I only just realized that on paper. He actually had to have his hip fused or some plate put into his hip during when he had to pull out the Nate Diaz training camp. And since then, he hasn't been able to kick and doesn't turn his hips. He's always square. It's kind of crazy that he's still winning. It actually is, yeah. It actually is. He's had a fucking hip replacement. He's still fucking winning. Insane. Insane. But yeah, he can't turn his hip. You'll never see Poirier turn over a kick, ever. Everything will come from square stance, which leaves him open to double legs the way Dan Hooker received it from Makhachev. Pause. No Jones. No Jones. Camera upgrade. Can I get put some pep on there now? Poirier was closer to get a finish in the first round. Not really, no. The guillotine, not really. Dustin fluked it against Benoit Saint-Denis. I really think he'll get graped by Islam, unfortunately. That's aggressive. Thanks for that, mate. Dustin Poirier versus Conor for the lightweight title if they both win. He didn't fluke it against Benoit Saint-Denis, dude. He rode out the storm and he beat him in the later round. But if he didn't have staph infection, he could have maybe kept it up a bit longer. However, yeah, it wasn't entirely cardio that made Benoit lose. Like, it wasn't like, man, if Benoit had more push in this round, he would have survived till the bell. Like, no, he did get cracked right on the chin because he does leave his hands down as he closes the distance. That's actually why I picked Frivola to beat him. So I don't know why I didn't end up picking Poirier to beat him because I noticed exactly the same thing, but it was just, I guess, the grappling difference, right? Poirier's no fucking hips getting taken down. DP versus Conor for lightweight title if they both win. Yeah, they'll probably do that bullshit. Don't donate much, but want to say I've been watching. Hey, dude, McGregor's based. If anyone would have put MMA Guru in that chat, I bet you he would have said he was a big fan. Bet you anything. Thank you for the $5. Benoit getting a staff is the worst thing to happen to lightweight since 280. Now people will say Islam is so good for beating Dustin. Yeah, because Benoit was beating the piss out of him, dude. I watched back that fight on YouTube, and I'm going to say it openly right now, dude. Benoit Saint-Denis was one-way traffic beating the piss out of Dustin Poirier in that fight, dude. Taking him down, getting dominant position, trying this, trying that. He was dominating that fight until round 2. That's not a casual take, dude. He started to slow down and he lost. I get it. And there was a couple guillotines of Poirier that was close. He was dominating that fight. In chat, round 1 was a one-sided round for Benoit Saint-Denis. Poirier won. It's not cope. Poirier won. He proved he was the better fighter and he rode out the storm and he won. I'm going to be real with you, though. Benoit was walking him down and beating the piss out of him in round 1. And I don't like that for a fight with Makhachev, dude. I do not like that. Benoit walked him down looking amateurish as well with like bad boxing defense, which eventually made him pay in round 2. And his cardio started to dip as well in round 2, which could have been the staff, you know, probably was, but It probably would happen in round 3. It didn't look like he had the ability to finish Poirier, so it would have happened eventually. But he was fucking beating the piss out of him, dude. Destroying him. Poirier had nothing. So I feel like Makhachev's going to be able to dominate as well. I'm worried about Poirier, dude. He has a great future. If he can work on his cardio, then yeah, he does have a great future. It's not European cope, dude. That's not European cope. Poirier won the fight. He TKO'd Benoit Saint-Denis. I completely understand. But he was getting one-way traffic dominated by Benoit Saint-Denis. People just act like that never happened. So I'm worried about him in the Makhachev fight. I'm talking about this when it comes to the Makhachev fight. That's all. Thank you for the $5. Thank you for the $5. If we see Islam out cold, I'll be so happy. Imagine having endless ammo to use on casuals and saying your boys sleep like chicken or something like that. Y'all forgetting about Adriano Martins, the G himself from Brazil that put out cold first. Come on, dude. We've already got ammunition. Thank you for the $10. Am I wrong for wanting Makhachev to beat Poirier to shut up his annoying casual fans? I mean, yeah, but I also want Makhachev fans to shut up as well, so it's kind of a mix. Also, if Poirier beats Makhachev, MMA is a joke. Rather have a goat than a dumb upset. I hear that. Thank you for the $10, dude. Appreciate you. MMA is a joke. I'd rather have a goat than a dumb upset. I hear that. Thank you for the $10. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, it would be a joke, right, if Poirier wins, because then they'd be like talking about a McGregor quadrilogy and does Gaethje actually earn a title shot? And he's coming off a fucking loss, and like it'd just be a really messy situation. So I kind of do hope Makhachev wins to just like keep order at lightweight. But like I honestly believe, chat, I'm just gonna say it right now. You know how some people think lightweight's the best division on the planet? If Poirier wins, it isn't. I'll be honest with you. It just isn't. It'd be fun. It'd be crazy. It'd be more to talk about. But that would definitely lower its stock as a division. You can't allow Poirier to be the champion of the esteemed division in the UFC. It just doesn't make any sense. So that would ruin its stock a little bit. Actually, the division stock would lower if Poirier won. Even if you think star power-wise, he'd be a bigger name. Which I don't even think he would be either, because Makhachev does pull good numbers. Weirdly technical here. Hey, Guru, do you think that the John that fought Reyes would have lost to Stipe that fought DC in the third fight? Yeah. Yeah, he would have. Thank you for the $5. But it depends. If he fought him instead of Gane, they would have paid Stipe to lose instead of Gane. Gane was fucking paid to lose. Paid to lose to Jones. If Gane beat Jones, you know how much fucking destruction that would do to the UFC's brand? If Ngannou had that performance against Fury and they had Gane as champ? Sorry. I'm not over that, dude. There has definitely been a few fights that have been fucking rigged in the UFC. Not over it. Not over that at all. Moreno Figueiredo 2 was as well. I swear to God it was. They were building the UFC PI in Mexico. I swear it was.